Hello and welcome to my home. If you're new here, my name is Karen, and if you're returning, I want you to know I appreciate you so much. Today I'm sharing with you my fall morning homeschool routine, and if you're a homeschooler or not, I think this video is for you. While I'm sharing my morning routine with you, I also want to talk about things that I do throughout the day that help me keep anxiety at bay. The first thing that I like to do is to get up earlier than anyone else so that I can have some time to myself to wake up before I have any requests or even conversation with anyone. I like to take time in bed before I even put my feet on the floor to read my Bible devotional on YouVersion, and I also take some time to pray, and I pray over my day, and I ask God to help me to be patient and to be calm, to not get anxious or angry. And then once I've had that time, then I'll get up and I'll get my coffee. There are those times when I'm super tired where I'll get coffee and bring it back to bed, but today was not one of those days. Once I've given myself some time to wake up and I'm calm and relaxed, then it's time to get my morning chores done. I always either start with emptying the dishwasher or switching over the laundry. It looks like I'm going fast as lightning because I don't want you to get bored, but I actually like to take my time. As you can see, I'm patting the cat. My husband's up now, so we're chatting a little bit. I like to take my time and do my chores and not be rushed, because rushing just brings more anxiety. My first two chores of the day are always dishes and laundry. I want to get the dishwasher empty so that when people come down and get their breakfast, they can be putting their dirty dishes right in the dishwasher, and then I don't end up with a sink full of dishes. I have all older children. My youngest is almost 14 years old, and my oldest is married and out of the house. He's 26, and then everyone else is between 13 years old and 23 years old that live at home. I'm homeschooling an 8th grader, 9th grader, 10th grader, and 12th grader. Within reason, if I'm doing my job, people can be pretty independent. Now that I've emptied my dishwasher, I'm putting in dishes that were in the sink from snacks and such that people had after we had done the supper dishes the night before. With that done, I move right into the laundry. So I see that there's a load in the dryer. I'm going to take that out, and then I can switch what's in the washer over to the dryer. This way, as people get up and get dressed, any dirty clothes they might have can go right in the washing machine. I don't separate clothes unless it's something that's brand new and might bleed. Then I would wash it separately. If I have something that needs to be put on delicate, to be honest, I'll usually put the whole load on delicate. For years, I always had laundry baskets sitting on the floor, taking up space, and I really hated it because my house is pretty small. Now I buy these fold-up ones, and I can just store them between the washing machine and the wall. The laundry's done, so now I move on to making my bed, because I know that people are all set to do what they need to do when they get up. I had a few days the first week of school where I wasn't getting my morning chores done, and I found that I had a lot more anxiety when my house was out of order. It really does help me personally to have everything set in order before we start our school day. Our school day starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I really try to be up and moving by 6. The kids start their day with Bible from 8 to 8:30, so really I have until 8:30 to get completely ready. So I like to have my Bible and prayer time, have my coffee, do my morning chores, pick up anything that's out and needs to be put away, and then I still have plenty of time to make sure their school day is organized. Because of the way my house is set up, I can see my bedroom from the kitchen. That makes it super important for me to have it clean. Plus, it doubles as my office, so it helps me whenever I need to get work done to have a clean space to work in. This is our homeschool closet. I love it because I can shut the doors and not see any homeschool books at the end of the day. I had all my stuff on the top shelf, but I noticed that was a problem because we have 3 laptops that need to be stored, and so I needed to get this particular shelf cleaned off. So I'm moving these things to another spare shelf. Each of the kids has a shelf, where they keep all of their school books. I am very, very strict about these shelves. No one is allowed to have any loose papers. They all have one large notebook where any loose papers go. And if I notice at any time there's loose papers on the shelf, they have to take care of them that day by putting holes in the paper so they can go into the notebooks. So here's a look at those shelves at the beginning of the school day. Now it's time to get any photocopying done. This room has become a bit of a dumping ground of all of the projects we've been doing around the house, and it's also where my husband does his work, and it is where our printer copier is. By now it's 8 o'clock, and even though you haven't seen them, the teenagers are all doing their Bible time. They usually sit in the living room or dining room. I let them do their schoolwork in any area they choose, even if that's outside in a lawn chair. As long as they're getting their work done, I'm happy. Now that the copies are made, I'm getting those separated out so I can get them passed out to everyone. My preference is to have this done the day before in the afternoon, but I just haven't gotten that organized yet. Now I'm getting the assignments written down. With things like math, really you're just doing the next thing. With other subjects, I have to be a little bit more clear on what needs to be done. Having teenagers, if they can organize themselves, I definitely let them organize themselves. If they have to share books or laptops, I usually have a sign-up sheet and they have to sign those things out in certain time blocks so that everyone else who needs it knows when it's available and when it's not available, and they will sign up for a slot. Right now, everyone's doing quite well, and so I'm just needing to write down the basics. I tend to start school slowly. I started last week with 2 subjects the first day, and we built 3 to 4 to 5. I find that everyone needs to learn how to do their current curriculum. Bible is done now, and so I'm just quickly writing down the chores for the day. As they're ready to do their chore, then they can sign up for the chore that they would like to have. It's a first come, first serve thing. You're not allowed to sign up for a chore until you're ready to do that chore, which I find is a great motivator. From 8:30 to about 11 o'clock, I'm needed pretty steadily. I tend to just spread myself around as needed. And then on this day, even though this is a morning routine, this is just after lunch. The one mistake I made today was I did not get myself ready for the day. So I still haven't gotten to do that. And then we had an early-ish lunch at about 11:30. And now I'm getting the last of lunch cleaned up, and then I'm actually going to get myself ready for the day. This is definitely not my ideal. My ideal would be to get my hair and makeup done in the morning, but I had too many things to do this morning and I wasn't able to get it done. So that's something I definitely want to be working on. Also, everyone normally will get their own lunch and then clean up after themselves, but on this day we were all having frozen pizza, so we all ate together, and so I'm just doing the quick cleanup. So to keep anxiety at bay, I try to start my morning right. I try to start with a clean slate in every area, whether it's my heart, my attitude, or my house. And then I try to take things slowly, one at a time throughout the day, just doing the next thing. Usually I get too many things stacked up in my head that need to be done, and that brings stress. So if I could just go slowly through the day, doing one thing at a time, that really helps me tremendously. When I miss something like I did today, my hair and my makeup, I just try to do it at the earliest possible convenience and then I move on. But it is something I want to be working on. One other thing I'm working on is giving up foods that cause my body aggravation, and one of those things right now is gluten. I'm trying to give up gluten. I would love to know, what are the things you do in your day that help you to lessen stress? If you could put those in the comment section below, I would love to read them and chat with you about that, because I'm always looking for new ideas, and I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, hit the like button so I know to make more like this. Remember, as always, that God loves you and I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.